Right, well, what a difference coming down to going up. It is a long way, but apart from the jolting of the hip going down these steps, it's so much easier. I remember how I struggled. The last time I was here, I did it in the other direction and had to climb up, and oh my goodness, I never thought it was going to end. And we're still going on. It is a long way up, but it's beautiful that they've done these steps because it does help. And you can sit on the steps for rests. I'm going to stop at the little bridge when I get to it to have a drink of water. There will be one hill to climb. There will be one hill to climb, so I'm not going to eat anything until I've done that hill. There might be a few undulating ones, but yeah, I decided to do the little bit more. If I hadn't felt up to it, physically, like, because of the cold and recovery and everything, I wouldn't have done this. I would have done the route I wanted to do if I wasn't up to it. But the weather has been a deciding factor because the sun's out, there's hardly any wind, there's no rain. It's beautiful and peaceful. I've met a young couple at the top there who'd already climbed up the gorge where the stream sometimes ran. They'd already done that. So, which you can do when you're young. Well, I can do it now if I wanted to. Well, I don't want to. But I just say now, you can feel the tendons and the muscles in your knees as you go down. It's stopping you from falling. The weight of gravity, you can feel them, like your knee muscles, like really working hard to protect your knee as well from jolting. I'm recording a bit of it so people are aware that this path exists, and it goes up and up and up. It is a long way, actually, and I've seen groups of young people with full packs on coming up here. Some of them, they never always look happy. They got these huge packs on with all their gear in it. They're on some sort of adventure thing. I remember one did say to me, "Is it far?" And I looked at him and I thought, "No, you'll be all right. Just have a little rest on the way." I'm trying to encourage you. Because it is a challenge doing that. But of course, when you're 16, I think you probably can do it without too much of a hassle. Although I did see quite a few larger type children, but they were coping. They were still doing it, trying to get fit, But you see, this the food people eat that's making them bloat like a Michelin man and woman. It's the food, and everyone's saying more and more about it. They have the cheap stuff they put in these meals, and the cheap fat and the sugar and the salt. Apparently, but they make, and not even real strawberries, to taste. It'd be all colouring. Yeah. Now, I didn't think they were allowed to do that. I always thought there had to be a certain standard with these fridge meals. Like what about the cottage pie? If we were to analyse a cottage pie that you bought from Tesco's, a frozen meal that you could have when you come home and just open up a tin of peas or peel some veg and have this cottage pie already cooked for you. And I always used to make on my own years ago. And my kids used to love mine with beans in it. I used to line the tin with Heinz beans, mix in with the mincemeat, and all that, and the onions, and they always did, and they loved it. I used to do all my own cooking. I used to be quite domesticated, actually, at one stage. I fulfilled the role of the mother. made my own cakes, everything. And but inside me there was a wild side wanting to get out. So as soon as I was free, I became a bit like a vulture, a bit like a seagull and a crow, and I just ate anything. And I think, oh, what's the point in messing about doing all that? You know. So at one time we used to have loads of ingredients in the cupboard. And my ex used to like cooking. He used to experiment a lot. And but my kids still like the basic bangers and mash and beans, you know, that you did yourself. Lots of mash. And yeah. Because I live on my own, you see, it's so easy to, and I don't have a freezer on purpose. I don't see the point. I've got a freezer, I don't use it. It's turned off. Saves me a lot of money. And I went off cooking really as a child because my cookery teacher was so cool to me. Mrs. Withy, her name was. She always had her neck in a collar, and I thought, I bet lots of people tried to throttle you. She never liked me from day one when I was 11 years old. She took an instant dislike to me. But I had other sisters that had passed before me who were good at cooking, and I just think maybe she didn't get on with them, so she took it out on me. And I was always having appointments for the dentist during cookery. I'd do anything to get out of it. So in many ways, she put me off cookery because she was so spiteful to me. I did have the odd teacher like that, and I still don't know why they were so horrible. My very first teacher ever, when I was 4, Mrs. Organ, her name was, she used to hit me, lift up my leg, my knickers, lift them up and smack me really, really hard. I never told my mum. My mum never knew about it. My mum would have been up there like a shot if she'd ever known about Mrs. Organ doing that to me. I was only little 4, little skinny thing I was. She never ever liked me. I had a hell of a job. It must have been my white blonde hair. I don't know what it was, but she was very, very cool to me. And I had another teacher. And then I had 2 good teachers that were kind. Which way now? Is it up there? Carry on, Sheila. Then I had Mrs. Davis. She was Welsh. I think that put me off Welsh people forever. And another one called Mr. Pritchard later. He was Welsh as well. And yeah, she hit me. I can remember, and I don't know if I told my mum that time either. I did tell my mum the time the headmaster hit me and June Gower with a ruler. Anyway, we don't want to go on about that. I don't even know how I got onto that. This is the thing with reflection. If you got there, you can go up right where I was at the top looking down. You can go right up there and climb up through the gorge past the caves. Done it all. And it's on video somewhere. I might have to revamp it. But today I am just plodding. I've come down the steps now and there is no way I'm going back up them. Over and over. Right, so I'm walking up through the base of Ebbor Gorge with the streams running okay. Not dry, it's got some water. We're following a track. Some of the models that used to be around don't seem to be here at the moment. Of the bear and the saber-toothed tiger, they don't seem to be here. They might be repairing them or whatever. I've had a little drink of water I haven't had anything to eat. I'm going to wait because there is a little bit of a climb now to get up, to get back up, but not like going that way up, down from down there. No, this is like a more of a zigzaggy type thing. But here's the troll bridge with the water coming down through lush vegetation. I can hear woodmen. They might have had a lunch break now, but they were busy doing some felling. And you can see they've been doing bits and pieces here and there. Now what I'm doing, I'll be doing a gradual climb up now. It's I'm not going to Churchill's monument. I'm not doing that aspect of it. But I am enjoying it. So we have covered a little bit of the gorge, so that's nice, isn't it? Basically, I'm doing a bit of zigzagging, and then in a minute, very soon, I'll be turning right instead of left along a track until I come to a stile, which is where the public car park is. And that'll get me on the track to going back over there. Alright. I saw lots of people earlier on the other side of the gorge, on the track I will be going on, but I haven't passed them, so they must have all been going back to their cars. A young couple haven't caught up with me either, so they might be having a break on the top there. No, see, quite often I turn left here and then make my way up that way. We'll be back out in the sunshine soon. Oh, we might see some views of Glastonbury, I'm not sure. Oh. Right, so we're going to do a route I haven't done for a while either. So instead of going up there, then turning right and going up some steep steps, up, we're going this way. A gentle climb up, a gentle climb. The alternative route. And not long ago we were up there somewhere on the ledge, the viewpoint, looking down on all these trees. I've probably done a bit more than I thought. I see people coming in, I don't know who they are. They don't look like the same. Right, turning off for a minute.